Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I thought it would be kind of cool to pick a book to complete with you guys, and I ordered RJ Hampson's Around the World, and this was like one of his characters, Mr. Fogarty. So this is his Around the World coloring book. There's the Frog's Tale, I think it's called, is the first one, and then this one, and the Mr. Fogarty era. But anyway, so I thought that to kick it off, that we would do the page, the This Belongs To page. And what I did, I'm gonna move the book out of the way. I have a flip through as well if you want to see the full book. But what I did was I took the page out. This is the This Belongs To page that's originally in the book. I took it out because it's on that very extremely thin, can't do anything with it Amazon paper. And it's so thin that when I first printed it out, if you can see, it's so thin that the back page was showing through. And it's not, I don't have anything on the back. It's just that the paper is so thin that you can see the back image. So it printed the back image as well. So what I did was I turned down the intensity so you can barely, I mean, you can almost not even see it. There's like a few spots where you can kind of see it a little bit. But I turned the intensity down, and that was the best I can get it, because like I said, it's so thin that if there is anything on the back side, it comes up on this side. So I printed this on, I keep giving myself paper cuts. I have about 4 just from the last like 10 minutes. So, and I keep knocking you guys around too. I apologize. I think my my tripod might be nearing its last legs, because it's kind of getting to the point where I can't even stop it from moving on its own. So it might be time to order another one, because I shouldn't be able to do this if I have it screwed in. And it is screwed in, so I'm not sure why I'm able to move that easily. So it could just be that it's on its last legs. I'm not 100% sure, but it should make it through this video. And for some reason it doesn't want to stay up, but I can kind of figure it out from there. But anyway, I just have to be careful. So this is on the Nina cardstock. This is what I printed it on, and it's 8.5 by 11 inches, and it's 110 pounds, and it's a 300 pack. This will be enough to last me for a very long time, and it's just much better than the Amazon paper. So I'm just gonna, cut mine out. And I cut the page out. I just have a T-ruler and an X-Acto knife thing so that I can get a straight line. But I thought that maybe I could just do a small bit of coloring with you guys. And I'm going to, I guess, start with the background. I want the background up here to be blue, but I also want down here to be blue, but I feel like that's going to be too much blue. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the background up here kind of blue, and then maybe the one down here kind of like a nice, the sun is going down type of thing. So I want to start with the blue background though. I am going to use Prismas. I was thinking of adding some alcohol marker maybe, just to get like a very light blue. But the Prismacolor has a very light blue. It has this sky blue light. Or I can do something lighter than this powder blue, because the powder blue is kind of what I was aiming for. So if I grab my Ohuhu thing here, and I can probably get something that's lighter than that powder blue. Maybe like this blue gray. Or, because the pale grayish blue is probably about the same. So I can just go in with the pencil. I don't think the Ohuhus are really needed. So I'm gonna grab this powder blue. Well, I'm gonna grab cloud blue, powder blue, and blue slate. Might not even need blue slate. I might just grab, because I want something a little bit darker. So I can probably grab light cerulean, blue slate, and we'll just test it out because what did I say? Light cerulean blue. Okay. That's cerulean. Light cerulean is probably over here. Yep. And then I'm gonna grab cloud blue. I think I'm gonna grab blue slate. If I can find it. I'm not used to the Prismas because I don't use them that much. Blue slate, powder blue. Not that we need this many. And maybe cloud blue. I don't think we need this many for that small of a background, but you know, we can try it out. Okay. So these are the colors. We have cloud blue, powder blue, blue slate, and light cerulean blue. And I'm just gonna do a little section at a time. So I'm gonna do this little section here. I'm just gonna go over it. This Nina paper is a little smooth. I want to use Prismas because I know that's kind of what most people use. So I might use the Prismas to complete the whole book. Don't hold me to it. But I can aim for that. Just because I know that's what most people use, or they'll use something similar like the budget brands. So I can use it. Only problem I have is that they're always breaking or something. So we'll see how it works out. I'm just gonna come up. Nice blue cloudy sky. I know it's a little crooked, sorry. I thought maybe, I think I kind of figured out how to add music to my videos. So I might give it a try. Don't hold me to it. I'm going to try it. Probably I will try it on like a flip through video or something first. Something easy. And then move into doing like a color, speed color or something. Just because I'm a slower colorist, so it'll be like, it'll still be in parts, but it'll be in parts to music. But don't hold me to it, because I don't know. Yeah, so I just want a nice blue sky. And I'm just gonna come around here. And you guys know my method, light to dark most of the time. And just work the colors in. Now, I don't think I would be able to layer like this if I was, you know, using that Amazon paper. It's very thin. And then if I wanted to like come in with marker or water mediums, it's not going to hold much, and then it's going to crinkle, and it just doesn't look as good. So I am choosing to dismantle the book. Some people don't like doing that, and some of you are probably having a whole heart attack because I cut a page out. But I don't mind doing it with my Amazon books. Now my other books, you will not catch me doing that. But for these Amazon books, and really I feel like this book was a whole $10. I feel like it could have been on better paper. I don't mind paying more, you know, for a book and the paper's good. But I feel like, honestly, the Amazon books shouldn't be no more than like 6 or 7. That's just my opinion, because we paying all this money and the paper is total crap. We're not even enjoying ourselves because the paper is trash. The art can be amazing because I love RJ Hampson's work, but could you imagine a Kirby book being on Amazon paper and then still charging the Kirby price? It's a little crazy. So I feel like either lower the price or give us better paper. But, you know, I guess. So this will be the first page that we all complete in the book together. So if you want to join in with me in completing this book, now I don't know how long it's going to take. I'll probably pick like a page a month, maybe 2 pages, and then we'll just complete it like that. And whenever it's complete, it's complete. But I don't 100% know when it will be completed. Just know that we're working to complete it, and when it's done, it's done. It's not going to be something that we rush. It's just something that we're doing together as a channel, and channel members and watchers and subscribers. I was going to like restrict it to like Patreon only, but I think I'm going to choose a different book for that. Maybe something a little bit more detailed for like Patreon and channel members whenever I unlock channel membership. But for now, this one is for everybody. Everybody can jump in, enjoy it, finish the book with us, and that will be that. So you see how many layers and details and things I'm able to get done with the Prismacolors, and I don't have to worry about the page buckling or the paper peeling up like some of the Amazon books do. If you are putting too much color down or anything like that, it starts to peel up regardless on what you're using, and that's kind of annoying too, especially if you're not done layering and now you have to deal with the fact that it doesn't want to take any more color. So get some nice paper and we won't have that issue. I was looking for my eraser, but I don't see it. I guess I can erase it later. Strange though. Let me see if it's in here, because I did go over a little bit. This one. There, and I went into this house down here a little bit too. Okay. So like, yeah, so I just feel like that for the price, it's a little crazy. So I'm gonna do that all the way around. So I'm just gonna grab the cloud blue. And so like for moments like this, I know some people like to speed up their videos and put it to music, but I don't really know how to do that, and I like to talk, so you guys are gonna listen to me talk. And if you don't want to, you can always put me on mute and just watch as well. That's also a way to still watch, but you don't have to listen to me talk if you don't want to. But I know some people, like most of the people I think that watch me, they say they prefer the talking, so that's kind of what I'm going with here. I'm just gonna do like section at a time, but I do want to go over all of them with this cloud blue just to get something down. And like I said, this paper is pretty smooth. I think you can probably use whatever medium you choose. With the Nina paper, I'm trying to see what part of this is bridge. I think this is sky. Another pretty good brand of paper that I use is the Astro Bright. I get that from Walmart. It comes, it's not 300 sheets in there, but it's also pretty thick paper. I don't think it's as thick as this one, but it's still much better than the Amazon paper, which is, again, in my opinion, total garbage. It feels like just copy paper. It's so thin. So Astro Bright is a good one. They have that at Walmart. I think it's under like $4. That one's pretty good. That's the one I use for when I'm printing out my color combo sheets and stuff like that. I use that for it. And what else do I use it for? I have some coloring pages that's printed out on that paper, and it works really well. So that's kind of how I know, like, okay, that paper works pretty good too. I've even used a little bit of water on it too. Actually, it takes a good amount of water. I wouldn't drown it in water or anything like that, but it does take a good amount. So there was another brand that I was getting. I don't remember the name of it, but at one point it was also at Walmart. I have not seen it in my Walmart in a while, so I don't know if maybe it's discontinued or, but I can't even check because I don't even remember the name. It was just kind of like whenever me and my mom would go to Walmart, I would get some if I was low, but I don't remember the name because I always just knew it by the package and I would just grab it. But I haven't seen it in Walmart. I mean, that was a while ago. I don't even live in California anymore, but I haven't seen it in the Walmart here either. So I'm thinking maybe it got discontinued and, you know, but the Astro Bright is really good. And like I said, the Nina, which is the one I'm coloring on now, and I think it was like 10 something or 11 or 12, I don't know, but for you get 300 sheets and it's 110-pound paper, so you can't go wrong with that one if you have Amazon anyway. So I would check that out and just kind of see. It could be something that, you know, you might be interested in, or if you have a paper that you use that's pretty good and doesn't hurt anyone's pockets, just put it down in the comments, because I know some people have their own methods and things like that too. So you can put what kind of paper you use down in the comments for your PDFs, and then maybe someone could try it if they want to. To be honest, maybe I can try it if it's something that I feel like I might want to try and haven't tried. So just put it down in the comments. But I do like this paper, the Nina. if I find the link, I will put it down in the description. I know a few people that have this book or just got it, so if you guys want to join me in completing it, feel free. And then you can always put your finished pages in the Facebook group. The Facebook group is always down in the description, as well as my Instagram and things like that. So if you ever are doing a color along or something like that with me and you want me to see what it is that you are working on, just let me know and tag me in it or put it in the Facebook group and I'll see it. I see mostly everything that is posted, that I'm tagged into. I try to respond to everything too. I try not to just leave a like and keep it pushing. I like to respond and engage. So if you sent something or tag me in something, I try not to just leave you hanging. I try to respond and comment and things like that. Because I know some people, and I don't know, it could just be me. I don't like to be ignored. I think it's kind of rude. And so if I comment something on someone and they don't even bother to take the time to be like, oh, thank you or something, then I get kind of, I wouldn't say offended, but I'm like, and then especially if I see them comment to other people after me and I'm just like, oh, okay, and it's mainly like if I ask a question or if I'm like, oh, what supply did you use, or hey, you didn't mention where you got it from, do you mind if I ask, or something like that, and I don't get a response, then I'm like, it's interesting how some of the people who stream and things like that, they will tell you, oh, you have any questions, ask me down in the comments, and then but they don't answer them. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I try to get to everyone if I can. But I don't know, maybe because I've seen small channels and big channels do it. So I can't really say, oh, maybe they have too many people in the comments and they can't respond to them all. Because I understand something like that. But, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I feel like if I get more people, that I would still try to get to all the comments, but I definitely don't think I would like bypass someone who asked the question to respond to someone, who said something after them, because that lets me know you read my comment, but you didn't, maybe you chose not to answer at the time. I don't know. It's just me. I might need to bring out my blender because some of this looks a little choppy. I'm also, again, not used to the Prismacolors, but this is the color that I was kind of going for, so that's good. Let me just try to see if I can bring out my blender here. I also found my electric eraser, but I'm not the greatest at using these. They scare me a little bit, just a little. Oh, here it is. So I have my blender and I'm just gonna kind of try to blend this all together. I could have also used white, but this is fine. So you guys know I'm not gonna do the whole entire page with you guys on camera, but that's the color I'm gonna do that. So here I was thinking kind of like a sunset color because I was thinking of doing the outside in like a gold because I want the compass pieces to be gold as well, because there's a couple of those. But then I'm like, this is going to be kind of like a yellowish orange. So maybe I will do the compass pieces in red and just do the outside in gold. And that might be a little bit better. I don't know. I might do a metallic gold or a glitter gold. I was leaning towards glitter gold. So I might just put like an alcohol base of yellow down for the outside and then put some glitter once I'm done with the image. So I have my Ohuhu yellows here, and then I have swatches of my gold and things like that for my stickles and my Nouveau drops. So I'm gonna bring that out and take a look. So this golden sunset is actually really nice. This one here, that would be a nice yellow. And then I feel like this one is a little bit too green. I also have a gold like liquid pearls, but that's not glitter enough. So I think I'm gonna go with the liquid sunset, and I think that would look really good with the background sunset here. So I'm gonna probably bring in this lemon yellow underneath it, just so that if there's any spots left over from the glitter, because the glitter is not gonna fill the whole thing, there's gonna be some color underneath that I can kind of fill it with so that it doesn't look patchy. So let me grab Y6. And I turned my case around, but it's still, some of the markers still act a little funny when it's time to come out. So let me not, and remember, don't open your markers over your book because they do splatter. Okay, and I do have a page underneath, and I'm just doing little bits and pieces with you guys. So when I put the glitter on here, there is going to be, and it's not like it's going to mix or pull it up or anything like that. So it's just so that there's no white underneath and it'll all kind of look cohesive. And there's like we're gonna have to do some yellow underneath there. All right, and then just gonna go around. And if you don't have marker, you can do this with pencil. It shouldn't pull it up when you put the glitter on top. Or you can use water-based markers, but be careful with the water-based because some of those glitters, they are, they have it's liquid. So when you put that on that water-based marker, it may or may not activate it. So you have to be careful when putting it on there. So I think how I'm going to announce the next page will probably be, if I finish it before the month is out, then I will just move on to the next one, but I won't show, I might just put like a list of the pages in order. That way, if someone finishes early, if they want to move on to the next page, they can. Some people are busier than others. Some people have more time. So I think I'm just going to create a list, or like I said, I'll announce 2 pages. That way you guys have more than one page to work on if you need to, and you just want to start a new page. But I don't want to overcrowd you because we also have the color palette challenge that we're doing. So that's once a month. Excuse me. That's once a month. So you'll have that page, and that's pretty detailed because we're kind of doing that mainly in the mythographic books. So you'll have that going for you. And so I don't want to crowd you with too much stuff. So for the red, because I think I want these to be red. I could base it in Ohuhu, but I think the Prismacolors have, I'm trying to get this yellow back in here, and it's the Ohuhu thing. Okay. The Prismacolors, I think, do they have a decent amount of reds? Let's see. Because, yeah, I can do like Scarlet Lake. That's a pretty light red. And then Permanent Red, and then Crimson for the shadow. So I don't really need the Ohuhu. I can even do Poppy Red or Pale Vermilion, but that's a little too light. I can do probably Poppy, Crimson, and then maybe something darker like Tuscan. So let's grab Popsy. Let's grab Poppy. Permanent Red is even a nice one too. But let's grab, actually, yeah, let's grab Permanent, Crimson, and Tuscan. So give me a sec. Permanent, Crimson, and then we'll grab Tuscan. Where's Tuscan Red? My Tuscan Red is getting a little short. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it's good. I'm getting some use out of my Prismas. So all right. Please don't break on me. Okay, so I'm just going to this whole part right here. The whole thing. And then we have our second color. So I think I'm gonna go the dark. Like I wanted to kind of, so like that, and then we'll have a little bit coming from down here. And then a little bit here. I haven't done the inside yet, but bear with me. So I have Tuscan, and this is our darkest. So we're just gonna, I don't want too much of this because I want it. This is just the dark. And then we're gonna come back with this other one. And it would have been faster if we did do the Ohuhus underneath. But this is fine. Because you can layer it or you can just blend it. But if you don't want to have to fuss with it, then I would suggest doing like the Ohuhu underneath. Or any kind of marker. It doesn't have to be Ohuhu. It can be any alcohol marker or any marker in general. Just be careful with the water markers because any water that touches it, it will activate it. But you can do that and it'll help speed this part along. Let me grab a drink. Not sure where my voice is going. But I'm might even grab that poppy red, just because it'll help be a little bit lighter. I could even grab like pale vermilion, but I don't know how that might look. Actually, we can try it, because it's more of like an orangey, so it'll help it be a little brighter. Yeah, it'll give off that shiny look. And then if you like, you can come back in and make the Tuscan a little bit darker, just like at the very tip. And at the bottom down here where we added it, just to create the depth. And just keep going over it until you are satisfied with the blend and how it looks. Just gonna blend in a little bit here. Now, don't hold me to doing this whole book in Prismacolors. I'm definitely going to add some alcohol markers to it. And if I feel like I don't have the color that I'm looking for in Prisma, then I will switch to something else. Don't hold me to doing the whole book in Prismacolors is what I'm getting at. Okay, now in the Prismacolors, I have to also be careful because they do smear, and I did go outside the line just a little bit there and a little bit down here. But you want to be careful when erasing, because you don't want to erase your hard work that you did. And then for this middle one, I'm just going to add some Tuscan down here where we have the shadow, and then I'm going to put a little bit here. And this is one of those instances where I'm going dark to light, because this one's in the middle, so we don't really need too many layers, because you aren't going to really even be able to see all the colors in this one. So some of the details in this book is kind of small, so you can bring in a finer tip pencil that holds a tip a little bit better, like the polys, or you can bring in fine liners like these buildings, for instance. They're very tiny. They have tiny trees and tiny windows and stuff like that. So in that case, you can bring in fine liners or something like that if you are finding that it is too small. So I also have like these little tiny pieces of the compass. So I'm just kind of, now for the tiny ones, I'm not going to stress too hard about the detail in these. I'm just gonna go and layer them where it's gonna be dark at the bottom and lighter up top, because you have the train right here. It's kind of blocking it off a little bit. And then if you want, you can even put like a tiny bit of dark at the top. But I'm gonna grab Tuscan, gonna bring this part down just a bit, not too much of the Tuscan, and then I'm gonna work my way backwards, going back. You can even do the same thing with this one. Meeting right in the middle with the pale vermilion. So that's how I'm gonna do each one. So there's one there, there, this another big one here, there, and then another one here. There is one also back here, so be careful not to miss that one. It's actually right here. There's a piece of it, and then there's a piece of it behind the tower. And then, you know, these pieces are kind of, you know, the tower is kind of, I guess, see-through, as you can say. So don't forget that one. So yeah, so I will go off and finish this on my own, and then at, you know, once it's finished, I'll show you guys, and then I will announce the next page. So this is what we have. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so you guys can see. And so I'm gonna work on the sky and finish the compass, and then the other parts I will probably do on my own. I may, you know, put pictures, updated pictures in the community tab so you guys can see how it's coming along. But I cannot wait to get started and work on this book and complete this book with you guys. I think we can do it. I would love to have a completed book in my book collection, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. If you are enjoying yourself, don't forget to leave a like on your way out, and thanks for watching. Bye.